It's going into Sunday evening, and my unintentional busy weekend has come to a close. I did mostly everything I wanted to do this weekend outside of giving my dog a bath, which I had to remember that giving my dog a bath is not that complicated. So the actual time for me to give him a bath, starting with running, making sure the water is warm enough to the temperature he likes, and putting him in the tub, bathing him, making sure like the shampoo and conditioner is on him for a certain amount of time. It takes about 20 minutes. And after like rubbing him off with the towel and everything, he's like about 50% dry. It's not that bad, so I can do that during the week. I would not consider myself a failure because I didn't do that one thing, which takes 20 minutes and which is not that bad, seeing that I've been doing it for 10 years now. So I will say that this weekend was a success, considering I did a lot more than I wanted to, but it still turned out to be a pretty good weekend. So right now I'm doing my nails. I haven't done my nails since the summertime. I stopped doing my nails because I kept putting my hands in water, meaning that my nail polish would come off so quickly. I actually shouldn't be doing it right now because I need to make myself dinner. I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner, and I guess at this point it most likely would be something in the freezer because everything in the refrigerator is gone. I've made it and I ate it, so I think I would be popping something in the freezer and waiting for that to be done. But I'm doing my nails because I like to do my nails. For the past several months, I haven't been able to keep my nail length at a decent length. Like it's always, my nails will go out and they start to break or chip, and then I just have to cut them off, or they just snag off depending on what I'm doing. But this is the first time in several months, I'm doing a little claw. First time in several months I've had nail length that is staying the length I want it. I would like it to be longer, but they're staying at a good length and they are not in danger of chipping off or coming off. So I'm going to paint them. Also, I just want to paint them. I gotta remind myself, I don't need that much of a reason. Not like I'm giving myself a reason, but I feel like I'm doing a lot of explaining. I probably don't need to, but this is what I'm doing right now. This is me taking a couple minutes for myself and ensuring that I take a couple minutes for myself, because I did kind of do a lot this weekend that had my focus on other people. Like, even though I did everything I wanted to, like, it kind of, during the process, I was kind of doing stuff for other people. So I'm trying to reclaim a couple of minutes that I have for myself. And I think I just actually might just paint this one hand. I'm left-handed and I'm painting my right hand. So I think I just might paint this right hand, my nails, and then I paint the other hand when I feel like it. Because it's not about perfection, it's about, at this point, it's about doing what you want to do. And right now, I only want to paint this one hand. I do love this color. It's like giving me a burgundy copper fall color. I know sometime last year I did this app so I can take a picture of my face and see what colors best work with me. Nail color, lip color, colors of clothing. And like I did 2 separate times and both of them were like an autumn color, and I actually do gravitate towards autumn colors. I noticed that my fall and winter clothing like gravitate towards me a little bit more. Like I like my fall winter wardrobe more than my like spring and summer wardrobe. But I do have a lot of fall. I have a lot of mustards, like these burgundy copper colors, olive green colors. Those are some colors that really work well with my skin. So that's this good little note to remember. Also, today I had to go to my storage unit. I have a storage unit because I am in between residences. And most of my items are in that storage unit. And I have been unfortunately visited by some rodents. And I have to go in there periodically, meaning very frequently, at minimum once a week, to see and clean my unit. So I was busy doing that, and I was getting frustrated because most of the items in that storage unit are new, and unfortunately I had rats peeing on my items, even though they were covered, like they were in bags, they were in plastics. They were peeing on my things. The things I could clean up, I cleaned up. I have a sewing bag that's brand new, and they peed on it. Obviously, I can't get it out because its sewing bag is fabric. I have to get a new sewing bag. I had about 2 designer bags that I covered in like one of those cloth bags that you put like purses in. That was brand new. They peed on that. I don't think they peed through it. I didn't see evidence on the bag of urine, but who knows? I was very frustrated and annoyed and overwhelmed, so I have to inspect it again. But it's just very frustrating. Like, this just reminds me that when I used to live in Georgia, I used to have a storage unit. I had an outdoor storage unit for I think about 3 or 4 years. I was very new to the storage unit game, and like most of my items were properly stored or covered, and for the 3 years I didn't have a single issue. Mind you, my storage unit was outside. I rarely went to visit it, look at it, clean it up, or get anything from it. Whenever I open it, there'll always be like leaves, dust, like there'll be like little beetles in there, like, but hardly anything destroyed, damaged, or went into my like containers or boxes. I had it for 3 years, and I think it was 4, to be honest with you. I don't exactly remember, but I've had this current storage unit for 3 weeks. All my stuff wasn't even in the storage unit at that 3-week mark, and I had rats in it. They were chewing up paper, like the shipping paper. It wasn't even food. They were chewing up shipping paper, peeing on my things, leaving little disgusting poop pellets everywhere. It's like, this is like, things like this are my like tangible proof that I don't feel like I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to live here. Like I'm not supposed to be experiencing these things. I'm not supposed to be making these decisions because I don't understand how in the past I had a storage unit for 3 years, and it was an outdoor storage unit. And I'm not even sure, like, it's so much easier for outside bugs to get into an outside storage unit, and it did happen, like, but I don't even think there were even roaches there. I think the biggest thing was like spiders. Yeah, spiders got in it. Spiders can get in most things. That's happens. When I opened those boxes after I moved my items outside of that storage unit that I had for like 3 or 4 years, it was fine. There was never a spot of like, oh my gosh, how did this get in here? There was nothing like, oh, something chewed through my box. Nothing. Everything was fine. Like, I had dirt on it because it was outside. Like, yeah, the outside is like on concrete, but you know, like, storms happen, wind blows, so that happens. I'm like, and things just, like, I had no knowledge of how to store things all those years ago, but I was able to come out with like a good, decent experience. I had so much knowledge on how to store things now. I even got the proper storing containers, proper storing plastics, all that jazz. 3 weeks. They were pissing on my shit. You guys to piss on it, and it's an inside storage unit. Like, it's things like this that make me realize that life used to flow so much better for me. I had more ease. I had better outcomes to things. This is why when I say I'm trying to get out of my depressive funk, I'm trying to change my life, I want to build a life where I don't have to take a vacation from, it's because situations like this, like, why is this happening? Things like this happen, yes, but when I constantly have things happening to me that usually don't happen to me because I have the knowledge of how to prevent them, and yes, things are out of my control, but I just don't feel like there's certain things I'm supposed to be doing, which is why I'm going through what I'm going through. That's how I feel. You know, that's just how it is. This is kind of just like a week for me. Really busy. It's going to be busy for a while until the end of the month. Once I finish my tutoring with my students, I can do my essay, submit it so I can get my English teaching certification. That can be done, check marked. I can start looking for jobs. I am doing more teaching. I am volunteering to do more teaching so I can have that experience. I can get more comfortable. I'm not quite comfortable with teaching just yet. It's like, I can tell somebody, oh, that's not right, this is how you do it, but I can't explain why. You know, some people will need to know why so they can put that into practice and use that for the future instead of just being told that's not right. But I am seeing progress. I am seeing improvement. I do feel lighter. I do feel happier. I am on the path of something better. Definitely. I'm on the path of something better. So that is making me happy. That's good. So that is where we are at right now. So I just wanted to give a quick update. Just because I have thoughts and I wanted to say my thoughts and recording my thoughts as though I'm talking to somebody, because I know I'm talking to somebody, is how to get these thoughts out of my brain and into the universe and seen and heard by other people. So I will go now so I can figure out what I'm eating tonight. Make sure I have a calm, drama-less, no drama Saturday evening, because all I wanted to do was sit on the sofa and watch some low budget, no nonsense movie. And now I have my chance and I am excited.